Hey, now I crawled up there in the ceiling too, and we've got a joist here, a joist there, and I couldn't get back there far enough because the roof goes down here at a slight angle, but I know from here up there's the 2x6 ceiling joist, and then the roof is a couple inches above that. Now, see, I can take my probe and I can go straight up at that point, and I can measure that. From there to there, I got 7 inches, and I know I'm coming out further, so I'm going to about have maybe 8 inches or so, and I can cut a little probe hole first, okay? And I can measure the overall height of this. From the sheetrock on up, I got 7.5 inches. So see, this can is pretty tall here, 7.5 inches. Before this edge is going to hit. And see, it's kind of round, so I could go up slightly a little bit more, 7.5 inches. Okay. So now, to be on the safe side, because I don't want to hit that and cut my hole and then find out, oh shoot, I have to move it, right? Okay, so what to do about that? Guess I'm going to have to get my little, I'll get my a little screw or something. And first off, I can take this and I can make myself just a little starter hole. Okay. I'm going to put this up there. And see, they've got a little mark here. And I'm just going to screw that up to the ceiling with my screwdriver. My partner in crime is going to grab me my Phillips screwdriver. Thank you, Uncle Eddie.
Sure.
That's what my nail bag's for, and I just wasn't prepared, was I? That's just going up into the sheetrock. I'm going to hold that there like that. And I'm going to be really super close, but before I cut that, I'm going to mark it. I'm just going to take my pencil. I got a construction pencil. I'm just going to do some lines around it. I guess I could do this. It looks like it's stout enough to just hold it up there and draw around it. This is my template, and I check my template. I always want to just check it out. Don't make any assumptions. Okay, you just don't want to do that and cut this and find out you cut it beyond the flange, because there's a flange on that cut-in box. Okay, this is just in the sheetrock, so it's just kind of twisting. Okay, boom. That's where that is going to go. But before that, I'm just going to take this do that. I can take my probe. I can push that up in there straight up. I can hold it right there, and I can measure that. And at the middle, I'm 9 inches. Okay, and we're 7.5. Now to go further than that, if you're really slick and thinking, hey Joe, you're not supposed to measure from the center, you're supposed to measure from the back. Okay, that's where I'm supposed to measure from, right? I got a sheetrock saw. I'm just gonna get it up in there. Cut a little bit, and you can cut the line or just on the inside of the line, and then if your can's too tight, you can kind of shave off a little bit. Okay, but that is right exactly where I want to check, because that's the lowest point. The roof's coming down here at an angle. Okay, so now I can take my probe wire and I can push it straight up. I'm hitting the bottom of the roof. I can hold that like that. I can measure that, and I got 8 inches. Wow. pretty close. And remember, this can, how long was it? I think it was 7.5. Okay, 7.5 was the can. So you know what? As I push that up there, it's going to be just perfect. And once I cut that, I'll get ready to put this up and see. We got this arm. We got the arm here, and as I push it up, you can position this any way you want, but the joists are going this direction. Okay, so I'm going to put this arm facing out towards me because I don't want it on the back side because that's going to be too low. In fact, that would hit the roof, probably, wouldn't it? Because the roof's going down at an angle. Plus, it would be hard for me to make up my wires here. But on this one here, I'm going to make my wires up right down here. I'll show you how to do that. Then I can take the long pigtail and I know it's going to go to the next light fixture and I'm going to make it long enough. Then I can push the whole thing up in there, push it up in there, and I won't have to crawl back to this particular light fixture. Oh yeah. You always got to think about your projects. You know, sometimes certain things that I explain make sense. Other times it's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. So I just figure I'd show it to you all. Now you might say, hey Joe, why didn't you move this back to cover up that hole? Well, I want this exactly where I need it, and this would be too close to the roof, and I can patch this. I know I'm gonna have to do some other patches in the ceiling. There's another patch I can do, and plus there's a nail hole here. There's something over here too, so that's fine. I know I'm always gonna have to do that. That's why, you know, you need to start learning how to do some of these sheetrock patches on your own, because there's always going to be another one.